I don't think Jason's got a face yet.
He might not want his face. He might just be
just listening in.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Are we recording as well? Yeah, we're in. We're live. How is everyone doing? All right, I hope. Me and Jules are back with Flora in here as well.
Hi, everybody. Luke and I are obviously social distancing.
Only by not just 2 meters, 200 meters this time.
From Jason to Erin, can you tell me why you don't let your husband eat more chocolate?
Wow, that's not part of the survey, but I like it.
Wow.
He eats chocolate.
Does he mean your husband, Luke, or mine?
I don't know. Okay. Okay, guys. So yeah, we're just with this the survey that everybody did. Thank you very much for filling it out. We've obviously Flora has been and the team have been looking through it all, and we're just going to give you the feedback from what you've asked for, or suggestions, or problems, or complaints. So yeah, we're just going to go straight into it. Obviously, it's me and Jules. We're just 200 meters apart this time instead of 2 meters, so we are social distancing. And if anything does go wrong,
miles.
How many?
220 miles apart we are.
Oh, is it? Bless you. Okay, so we'll go through it. If people have got any other questions and you're not on here, then you can obviously write in or email to John Copeland, especially with any complaints. Okay. No, but email the team, guys. Yeah. So Jules, are you going to start, or do you want me to start?
Yeah. So we got some feedback about being able to see the demoing person. So we're now spotlighting the demoing person. Hopefully any of you that have been onto classes since the survey went out will now see that. So the demo person appears in full screen for everyone, and also in the recording, because that was, I think some of the comments was about if you're watching it afterwards and doing the recording, you can't see that demo person. So hopefully we've answered that one, and that's all working a lot better for everybody. If it's not, then as Luke said, let us know, or let John Copeland know.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one was, can we post the workout in the start of the chat? Yeah, we do. So the coaches are doing that, but what you remember, if you join the class after they've posted it, you won't see it in the chat, okay? So making sure you're on time for the class, like you would normally in the gym, otherwise you get burpee punishments. If you're there at the beginning, then the coaches will post the class programming, and you should be able to see it. So yeah, that gets done now.
Putting a countdown timer in view on the coach's video, so that's getting done now. I think that has made a big difference, because none of us had watches that that we could look at the same time. So yeah, we've got that. We've answered that one.
Okay, music. So obviously people have asked for music to be played through from the coaches. They're trying to share music directly, but this is when picked up and muted and uploaded to YouTube. So what we're basically saying is they're going to put music on in the background, but if you want to, then you can mute the coach and you can play your own music, or you can click on the same playlists. They put all them out onto Instagram, all the ones that they've used from the gym, apart from my hot country ones.
I think you should send one of your country ones out anyway, Luke, because I think that's, you know, popular demand.
If we're lifting, we just listen to hot country. Just type in hot country, and it's good. But yeah, so they are doing the music, but obviously when it's muted and people aren't on mute, then we get a bit of a feedback. So they're still working on the technicalities. The easy, just mute and then play your own music if you want.
There's copyright issues, so if we upload a video to YouTube that's got really clear soundtrack on it, it gets picked up as being as having chart music on it, and the whole video just gets muted, which is useless. So we're unable to do decent music for that reason. Yeah,
so play your own music, guys. Jump on the playlist that have been shared, and then good to go.
A few of you asked for some alternative movements, just as you would have in a class, for any of you that have got injuries and regularly need alternatives. If you are one of those people, please contact the coaching team and let them know which classes you plan to do, and they'll definitely directly provide alternative movements where needed. It is quite hard for them to answer that if they've got 20 people on a screen and then 10 of them want alternatives. So, but they're definitely trying to accommodate that. I think everybody would agree that definitely trying to accommodate it where they can. But please just give them a heads up and let them know you're going to be on, and they'll make sure that that definitely happens.
Yeah, and excuse me, the last one for this section, people that have been doing the YouTube classes, so the classes that we've been recorded and then sent on, I think people have just said, can we not have all the chit chat at the beginning? So what the coaches are doing now is they start recording once the briefings start, so you don't get all the to and fro-in of banter before 5 minutes before the class. You know, people taking the mickey out my grey beard or saying how old I look each day or my hands, you know. So you miss all that banter, but you know, you still get a good class. So yeah, you shouldn't get any of the niff-naff. You'll just get the programming that's briefed by the coach. And that's the end of live class format section.
The niff-naff still happens, so come on live if you want the niff-naff.
Yeah.
So class content, a lot of requests came in for some barbell programming. So this went out in Friday's newsletter, and it's also under files on Into Deep. The purpose of the 6-week barbell program is to allow members with access to a bar and plates to maintain their barbell strength. There are no things like max lifts, it's all percent and volume work to help drill good form and maintain strength. We all know that's something that coaches are always going on to us about your form. So please make sure that you're mindful of that. Movements are kept simple, but usually with a high rep range to help drill that good form. If any of you have any questions on any of the sessions, then please just drop the coaches an email.
Nothing needs to be added to that. That's a good, perfect explanation there by Jules. But yeah, just to add, you know, go for good lifts, not heavy lifts. Easier, better, because then the heavy lifts will come. Okay, skill programs. So there's been more requests for more movements. So far in the skills programs, we have toes to bar, barbell push-up and handstand push-ups. That'll get released Friday. Okay, so any of them programs that are coming out, you can jump on them and you'll be able to work on the basics around those movements. Again, with the barbell, it's not going to be about heavy lifting. It's going to be hitting the movement properly. Toes to bar, it'll be all the good movements, all the horrible stuff that we do in the gym that everyone moans about, all the hollow holds, you know, that sort of good stuff. Push up and handstand push up. But again, if with any of them skills programs, if there's any questions during them, or if you see something you don't understand, then fire an email in. One of the coaches will be able to help you with it. Okay, don't try something too silly.
And to be released on Friday, we've got pull-up and resistance band programming. Everything's downloadable direct from the newsletter. We'll post these on PDFs on Facebook too, and you can look at, if you look under the files section. If you need some added motivation, you can always join a coach WhatsApp group to post questions and keep you accountable. There's a separate group for each skill program. Again, links to all of this, links to join the groups were in last Friday's newsletter.
Happy? You can tell Jules is better at reading than I am. I'm trying to scam read and I'm like, what? Yeah, cool. So request for gymnastic programming. It's quite, yeah. So if you've been on bodyproof classes, they are all gymnastic stuff. Okay, I've done a couple of them now. They hurt, they're good. It's all body weight stuff. So they're primarily gymnastic based. So give them a go. Even if you're a die-hard CrossFitter, you've never done a sweat or a bodyproof, then give the bodyproof a go, because actually they will probably give you one of your best workouts that you've done for a long time. So try that if you want to.
Okay. Sorry, Lou.
No.
Some people requested more cardio in classes. Please check out the different class types. These went out starting this week. We've had a lot of feedback about how much people are enjoying the change in programming this week and having that variety of different classes on different days. So if you want more cardio, please go to more sweat classes and less train or bodyproof. there is a really good variety in there. I had some, just going on from what Luke said today, some really great feedback already today on today's classes.
Okay, so requested yoga. Right, so we've added this on a Saturday now, and it says here on this piece of paper, okay, by the lovely Leah. Is it Leah? Yeah. So yeah, jump on those guys. I'm not a yogi myself, but every time I've tried it, it's been really hard, good stuff. So I might actually jump on Saturday and try that out as well. So that's in. Get on it.
John made the schoolboy error of thinking on the weekends that I'm not going to train, I'm just going to do something nice and easy and relaxing, and did the yoga. I was upstairs and literally thought he was giving birth downstairs, but apparently it was a really, really great session.
Yeah, and they make it look so easy. It's very frustrating.
Yeah. And Leah manages to talk all the way through it while she's doing it, but I don't think anybody else could have got a word in.
No.
Literally unable to speak. You requested family workouts, so Sunday Sweat is now family friendly. That started last Sunday, so please, if you're out there and you've got a family, then come and join in on those.
Yeah, so we requested a Into Strava group, and this is now done. So make sure you all join up and go for a run or a bike. I don't know what else you do. I'm not a Strava. I think I've logged on to Strava. When
You can put any activity on it, I think.
Yeah. So get on there then, get them logged. Maybe even post a challenge. So if someone does a really good run for 5K or something, then challenge Bambi to go and do it. Don't challenge me. You know, something like that. Get a bit of competition going between us. But yeah, so Strava group is in. Join it.
You requested a session using resistance bands, so check out the sessions in the newsletter this Friday. I think that starts.
Yep, okay. So that's that section for class content, I think it was.
Yeah.
We're now moving on to class time. So general requests for more variety of time throughout the week. And as you can see this week, everything's been rotating around. So if you are a diehard 6 a.m.er, then each day isn't going to be the same. You're not going to do sweat every day. You're going to do sweat one day, bodyproof the next, maybe train the next, which is really good. Gets you to do a lot of variety. So yeah, that's done.
Lunch classes added?
They're now added as well. So the guys are doing lunchtime classes and demand for evening class. So this week they've started, well, I say week, so I'm not doing it, bless them, but they've started doing a 6 p.m. class as well. So if people start signing up for that sort of time, or that's a better time for people, if you let them know, then they'll be able to hopefully try and facilitate it.
Hopefully 6 p.m. is late enough for some people. We're not sure if we need to add, or like just 2 days a week, move the 6 p.m. to later. But if you are someone that can't make the 6 p.m. that needs it later, just let us know and we'll gauge demand.
Yeah, so it's obviously it's all by demand, guys. We don't want to put a class on for one person to do it, but if we can get a few people that are definitely going to be there on a evening and can't make the morning, then we can do it. But you need to let us know.
And you definitely need to put onto Wadboard that you're going to be doing a class. We can't ever look at stats and what's popular and what's not if you don't use Wadboard in that way. So I know that there are quite a few people that are just thinking, yeah, I'll jump on, but please do use that so that we can look at trends. And only that way we can steer what time classes are by how they're being used.
Yeah, just added to that, you're not limited by the classes. So log on to it. If you don't do it, then cancel off it. But if you decide just to jump on it, log on it. The coaches say it. I've heard Mark say it probably 500 times in the last 3 weeks, and Georgia and Jenny. So just log on. It's not hard to click on it. If we click on it, then everyone back at headquarters that's somewhere back there can have a look and say, well, nobody's using the 7 o'clock. Loads of people are asking for a 6 p.m. Let's move it to that instead, okay?
Someone's just asked in the chat, what is the Strava group called? And it is called Into Training Farnham.
How?
I'll just type that in the chat as well. And we'll share it to Facebook.
The last one, Jules, me? Oh no, it's not the last one. Other stuff. We're moving on to other stuff. The getting to know the coaches sessions. So we did this yesterday with Mark. There was only, so I was very disappointed with the community here. I was hoping that there'd be loads of you logging on just to grill him. Okay, I picked out some really good photos of him as a teenager when he first joined up and everything, and there was like 3 people on there, and they were all really nice to him as well. So yesterday was Mark. I'm not sure who next week is, but they'll be doing another one. But again, it's all by what you ask, okay? So what you guys put into it, what questions you put in, are the meaty questions that we get to ask. Otherwise, we just get me asking him what his favourite pudding is or something like that, okay? So, yeah, for the next one, I'm not sure who it is. I think it might be Jen. It might be Jenny. So as soon as it gets out there, whack your questions in and log on as well. I know no one's that busy, so you should have to log on.
He doesn't mean that you're not that busy. We know that you're already busy.
Some of you are really busy, I know, sorry.
Quiz. Get involved if you can. There's another quiz going out this Sunday evening. We joined last week's with Mark and Fee. They're very entertaining. Even if you can't do the quiz, it's just very entertaining to be on there. Great to just catch up with people. It's not pressured. We put a lot of pressure onto Mark in the first week that we joined to make sure that we're in a team with people that we knew, because we didn't want to be with real brain boxes and end up being the real dummies and not being able to answer anything. But it was actually just a big social bit of fun. So yeah, get on if you can. It's really good. If for nothing else, just to see the antics of Mark and Fiona.
Yeah, who knows what they're going to do this week. Yeah, so the quiz done. Live cooking along with Renna. Now, I was sceptical that this would work. But this weekend, this Friday, was one of the best evenings I've spent with my partner, my wife, for years. It was amazing. Renna was great. The food was really good. And just looking at people through this device here was really, really good. Seeing people struggle, people with dough coming off their hair, you know, and the banter was flowing. So this Friday evening, again, we're doing something a little bit different. A vegetarian dish called disco cauliflower. Okay, so that's going to carry on going, I think, each Friday maybe. And I think they've said for your best 70s outfit that you can get hold of within, obviously, your home, because you can't go anywhere. But yeah, get on that. It was really, really good fun. Really, really good.
And if you're not veggie, she did put a point on there that you could have a side bit of steak to go with it. So don't be put off if you're not vegetarian and you want a good bit of red meat with it, because you can definitely have that along with it. But I can definitely second what Luke said. I was skeptical. Would it really work? Would it actually be fun? It's Friday night. Would people want to do it? Absolutely brilliant, brilliant night. And the food was amazing.
It was good, yeah.
It really was amazing. Instagram, short workouts are back. So hopefully that answers whoever it was that people that asked about that. And yep. Finally,
short but sweet. Yeah, weekly challenge is back as well. They come up on Insta. So young Georgia, she's taking a day out of doing her schoolwork. She's I'm only joking, I'll wind her up. She's been posting them. So one of them was a handstand challenge. Okay, another one was, I think this week's the plank. Now, just because you can't do a handstand, Georgia's been doing scaled versions of it as well. So even just holding a position. So get involved in that and firing your scores each week, okay? The guys put these out, but unless you get involved and give them a bit of feedback on how you're getting on, a little video of someone falling off, you know, a handstand would be fun. If anyone saw Fiona's, she did it, bless her. So yeah, that's on as well, weekly challenges. This week is the plank. And that's it for the feedback.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Under 20 minutes. Good work.
You know what I mean? That's quick.
We really miss you all. We can't wait to see everybody. I think everybody agrees that everything that the coaches are doing and everything behind the scenes to keep us all connected is amazing. But there will really be nothing quite like all of us getting together again sometime in the not too distant future. We can only hope.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Just to add to that, the coaches, the 3 full-time coaches are really, really trying, guys. So keep supporting them. You've been a good community. Okay, it's been really nice to see people logging on and getting involved in these Zoom classes. They're not everybody's cup of tea to do that sort of stuff, but actually I've felt benefit from it. Loads of people have enjoyed them.
And we feel benefit from your demos, Luke.
Oh yeah,
they are really appreciated.
That early in the morning. But yeah, get involved, guys. Keep it going. The social side, that's what we need to keep going on. Yeah. Alfie asking me for sweets.
yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah, do it, mate. Have it. Yeah, so the social things, again, they're stuff that we don't normally do a lot. So get involved on them as well, and keep supporting the gym. And it will be open soon, I'm sure, eventually, as soon as this bug goes away. Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Thank you very much, Luke.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. See you all soon.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.